I think more than that, Tess, I don't think they really defined exactly what they are. We've talked about the run game. This has traditionally been a strong run team, and they've been anything but.
Bad snap. All the way back to the goal line. A flag is down as Rutgers players pick up a loose ball in the end zone.
Kasim Green.
That was Kasim Green, and that is a touchdown for Rutgers. We will check on the flag and see if this is indeed a costly mistake for the Hokies. Kasim Green was in the midst of that pile. He forced it and then picked it up.
Tess, it didn't even look like Logan Thomas was looking for the ball. He wasn't even ready for it. He's still calling out his cadence.
There is no foul for the defensive nose guard in the neutral zone. Ruling on the field as the ball was fumbled and recovered by Rutgers in the end zone for a touchdown.
2nd and 10 now. Thomas out of the shotgun. And Scales nowhere to go. Flag comes down as he was taken down right at midfield. That was Marvin Booker, the first to get in there. Little diamond backfield formation now as Thomas pitches high, and he set up Michael Holmes to be buried that time as Marcus Cooper came in hard.
He came in hard, Tess, because he read that perfectly right away and worked off a block on the outside. There's the pitch. Here's the hit.
Oh,
that was really well done in terms of diagnosing that play. Cooper did a great job.
They're at home.
Especially guys like him. He's got some wiggle in him, can make you miss. He's good in the pass game out in the flat and space.
Here he is on the pitch. And Huggins, look at that leg drive by Savon Huggins.
That's that little bit of magic that we were talking about. That's excellent vision. They get everybody going one way, and then the eyes take you back inside. Watch everything stretch. Stretch outside, now cut and get downfield. That's a nice job on the left side of that offensive line of cutting, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to be able to get on the same page. Everything starts up front.
And Thomas is torn down by Morrell. Jamil Morrell, one of the Morrell twins, just wrestling Thomas to the ground.
He's the bigger of the two. He's the bigger of the two, and he shows a little bit, just runs right past. And again, this speaks to what Maria was just talking about. That's communication. Take your protections the right way. The center, Farris, he doesn't get over there fast enough.
Deemer said he'd be the first to tell you there's a lot of throws he wants to have back. A reverse here. Miles Schuler with a blocker in front, and Schuler cuts back against the grain and gets himself to the 20-yard line. A good play call for Rutgers.
Just get a feel, you know, Tess, that's what happens. Good play callers, they get a feel the right times are. And, you know, as a defender, you're going to watch the bottom defender right down here. He's got to get as deep as the deepest right down here. And he does, but there's no help to the inside.
Was dealing with lower back issues earlier this week, but got the nod of approval from Kyle Flood. 36-yard attempt for Borghese. And he's able to put it through. Number 4 in points allowed. And Alabama and Notre Dame topping that list, so they're in good company. Scales met and driven, and then a final effort gets him a yard and a half. Now, that was Marcus Thompson who filled that hole quickly.
Virginia Tech still has not adapted to it.
Smith,
here comes the safety down again
for Rutgers. See what he dials up pressure on 2nd and 8, and Thomas can go nowhere that time as Morrell came charging in.
He wasn't the only one.
Thompson and Morrell getting involved there, but the Rutgers defense is up to a great start here against the Hokies.
I want you to watch Lorenzo Waters, the safety. He's the one first. You can see him right here. He's going to walk up, and he's going to show it, but then Morrell comes off the edge inside. Nobody picks him up. They slide the line the other way. Morrell's clear, and he matches his brother's sack total in one fell swoop.
Logan Thomas looks to set up that screen, and he loops it to J.C. Coleman, and with that, it's a loss of 3 yards as Kasim Green. Another tackle for loss for Green. Came in with 10.5 on the year. And an opportunity for the Virginia Tech defense now. Play the field position game, and on the slant is Coleman. Brandon Coleman solves that problem for Rutgers in quick order out to midfield.
They gave him some room, and he took advantage of it. Coleman's a long strider, and once he can get going, he's really tough to bring down. Big kid we talked about, he's 6'6", 230 pounds. You can see him right down here in the bottom. Does not, you see Exum does not get his hands. He's running out on him, and he takes advantage of that. Nicely done with his route. Forces him up the field first, creates the separation, and then the ball from Nova is right where it had to be. That he thought his defense would be able to control his game, and so far, that's borne true.
So Dorner just trying to position this and see if he can make it stick inside the 10. It takes a bounce, and look at that. It paid off. Good decision by Kyle Flood.
Kirksey, number 95, just crushed the center.
2nd and 9. Thomas wants to take a shot, looking for Roberts. And that ball is intercepted. Brandon Jones coming up with a big play, and the Rutgers defense continues to do their thing every which way.
That ball hung, and he pushed that out a little bit further. He could have had a shot at it, but it hung in the air, and he does an outstanding job. Watch Brandon Jones at the end of this thing. Ball hangs in the air just a little too much, and he's able to recover. Roberts got on top of it, and had the ball been pushed out front, he had a shot.
4 interceptions on the year now for Brandon Jones. Nova takes a strike and is able to connect that time, as he was looking Mark Harrison's way. 230-pound senior and a Rutgers first down.
Jared Collins looks like he got some pressure on the outside, but that ball's thrown right where it had to be.
3rd and 3. Loose ball that Coleman picks up, and then Coleman is ridden down that time as Kevin Snyder was quick to get on top of him.
They're going to have to punt this one away. They lost themselves about 6 yards on that one, 7 yards.
And that's more like the offense we saw for 3 quarters tonight, as that snap from Caleb Ferris was off target. Remember, second play of the game, Ferris had a bad snap that they go with that diamond full backfield this time. And this is J.C. Coleman. And Coleman's going to be taken down for a loss that time. That was Marcus Cooper.
That's really well played by Cooper.
In all of college football, 20 straight bowl games he's led the Hokies to. That ball is picked off. Thomas went deep, and he's intercepted just like that.
Darrell Roberts looked like he didn't have any idea what was going on. That ball was in the air. He needs to locate it. He just kept on going on his merry way. Cut back to the inside, which he should not have done. Should have stayed to the outside.
Brandon Jones once again coming up big.
Yeah, he knows it too. He wasn't too happy.